Right. So let's get back to ToA Hard. Basically, this is where my auto team started to fail. So I actually have to start manualing it. We are at 95 right now, so hopefully. This thing is so annoying. I don't know who in Contours decided that was a good idea. So what do we use? We are using Nav, Gildong, Thrain, and what else do we miss here? Oh, Spectra. Spectra's important. Very, very important Spectra. Slow is needed for this. Don't auto. I was farming giants before, so. I can't believe people spend valuable guild points to do spam like that. The fact that people are willing to spend their guild points on that means they either have too many guild points or they're not a guild that you're looking to join anyway, right? Oh, this should have been armor break. But yeah, I mean, if someone's, I mean, that means, you know, people are willing to just free willingly throw away their valuable resources. And if they're willing to do that, that's generally, I mean, they're not serious about ranking up high. And guild point, I mean, unless they have max flags, and even now with the introduction of maybe guild siege means there's more ways to get guild points, so maybe it's not as valuable. I don't know. We have to see how many guild points you get from it and how much energy it requires to do guild battle, guild siege and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know what Comtours' mindset was for releasing these microphones. I mean, this one here is fine, right? Looking for people. I mean, that's kind of what the idea was. But, I mean, there's just so many better ways of implementing it than Hadley did. Alright, this should be... Oh, well, maybe that one's... They're all dead. Oh, come on. Man, Julian, or Julian. Look at that. Wasted 100 guild points just to say stupid things like that. I like cheese. See, that's creative. We have pie, fine. But I mean, like, people think that funny that you know, a couple of hundred people, maybe a couple of thousand people see your one-line comment and all pissed off at you. I mean, I guess that's what trolls are made of, right? I just can't see it. Oh, I missed these messages here. Contours gave the spammers more ways to reach more people. Oh my gosh, what happened? We lost Thrain. Thrain's not important. Thrain speeds things up, but not important. But how did I need to stop reading Reddit and trying to do this. I mean, I guess I am learning more and more about guilds that exist out there. I've never heard of any of these guilds, but all because they're all trolley guilds. I mean, I'm don't want to sound like an elitist that only knows the top 30 guilds or something like that, but that's kind of, you know, where I sit. So that's kind of, you know, I guess it's nice that you do get to see other things that exist, but oh god. I just don't understand who thought this was a good idea. Hey, Dragon's Revenge. Dro, how you doing? Welcome. I am getting pissed off at seeing this in chat all day. That's kind of what my day has been going like. When you just see when Comtois releases a mind-numbing, stupid thing. 6-star Bulldozer and Orion. Those are good toys. Raccoon is really good. I will admit I don't use Raccoon as much as I did. Bulldozer's a lot of fun. Orion, I haven't used Orion as much as probably should. But I mean everyone is good. So at least for what I think Comtois was saying, their mindset was, we screwed over a lot of little guilds who didn't have a way of recruiting, so let's give them a way to recruit. The mindset's nice, but unfortunately it just became a big spam fest. It's terribly designed. I can't think of it. Destroy Revenge. That's fine, I guess. Bulldozer, I think generally most people just build is, you generally want Will as the offset if possible. Just because if you are using his skill 3 on the first turn, the will prevent him from getting stunned, unless you are running him with immunity. I agree. There's no, I mean, it was terrible designed. The microphone thing. I understand what they were. I think I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to give people a way to, you know, guilds a way to recruit. And you know, the mindset was in the right place. It was just implemented poorly, and it's a simple fix. If they just said it where you could turn it off, I think no one has an issue with it. Well, some people would have it. I would still have a lesser issue if you could just turn it off. You know, that's, I mean, I agree. It's the fact that you can't turn it, there's no way of turning it off. There's no way of just saying, you know, hiding from it. You know, and I'm in a channel I'm always in where that's talkative, is not that talkative. But if you were actually in a channel that where you want to talk with people and pretty much your messages are getting filtered away because of the spam, I could see it being really annoying. It's kind of hard to have normal conversations in chat with it now, and not sure how many people do normal conversations in chat channels, but you know, now it's even harder to do that just because you can't. I can't wait. I don't know how bad it's going to be on a Sunday when everyone's searching for secret dungeons, and then you have all that spam going in through. So people who are like, you know, your normal looking for Bella secret dungeon, that's going to be so much worse now, right? I thought they were going to change it this morning. You know, when this morning when they put out, I'm not sure. Basically, the first patch came in, you know, at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't awake for that, but I wake up around like 6:30, and then they did an emergency patch around like 8 o'clock, right? And I thought at that time they were just gonna say, okay, we messed up. Here's the option to filter it off. It wasn't there. Like, I didn't even read the patch notes, but I figured that's what they, that's what they were implementing in when they put in the patch. No, it's still, all it could be is make a separate tab here for it to come in, is one thing that you can do, or just give people the option to turn it off so that I don't see it. Well, I agree, but so many people have alt accounts where you probably don't care about. I mean, it costs 300 guild points to do 3 messages, so it's 100 guild points a message. But I mean, it's annoying enough where I wish it was just gone now. Because there's just so many people on like lower kills, so they don't care, right? I don't know. The transmog, the releasing the old transmog, money grab from Comtours. It's a good one though. People that want to spend it, it's not something that you feel necessary to buy. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, if you could turn off just like boss animations and stuff, I agree. I know it should be an option to turn off, or if it just came up in a separate window over here, right? So basically, if you're not in a guild, it would just have blast announcements out there. I mean, there's no reason it should be everywhere. Oh my god, this is so long without frame. Well, it's only this long because Beretta's fire, so it's not landing all the dots that we should. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a simple fix. I mean, Comtours has to see that. I mean, but if you like the transmogs, it's perfectly fine to buy them, right? If you have the money to spare, yeah, it doesn't break the game if you don't have them. It's not like you don't have options to get them other ways. Yes, it's annoying, but there are other ways to get them, and I think that's perfectly fine. As long as they gave people the options to get it other ways, and it's just fun. So it's transmogs are not game changing. It's not like saying if you buy the Annabelle, if you buy the Chasoon Beach transmog, that she has an extra 5% chance to violent or anything like that. So it's something that's fun. It's not. I think transmogs are fun as long as they don't give bonuses for buying them. I'm perfectly fine with Comtours releasing stuff like that. And I thought the transmog when they first released it was such a great idea. Different skins. People always, people love new skins. People like seeing it. And it's not even. It's actually to the point where some units I don't even recognize them without transmogs. The base Chasoon, I'm not even used to seeing it anymore. I'm pretty much, to me, the bikini one is the Beach Girl Chasoon is like the base one because that's the one almost everyone has. It's a little bit odder when I see people with the flamingo one. I find that one just to be as much as common as the regular one. Better. No, I mean, obviously they don't say anything like that, but there are people who feel, if you spend on it, you get better rewards. Dragon ones, I'm surprised dragons haven't gotten one. I mean, dragons, there are so many ways you can transmog dragons, right? It's such an iconic part to, everything that's like fantasy world. Dragons are always, they're the biggest, the baddest things out there, right? And for some reason, they still haven't gotten. I'm not even saying the stupid things that you see on Reddit where everyone says Bikini Zeros, right? That's kind of what the running joke you see on Reddit. But they can have like legitimate, like real badass dragons out there. Steal Skyrim stuff, right? Just steal Skyrim dragon. That's pretty damn. Every anime has a dragon, so there's like hundreds of ways to draw dragons. I'm surprised Dragon Knights took so long to get their transmogs. I mean, they did finally get one, right? I think the last patch they finally got one, but it really took a long time. Oh my god. For Dragon Knights to get one. I thought Dragon Knights were one of the things that made the most sense to get them. Beast Monks? Does Beast Monk have one? I don't think even Beast Monks have one, right? Again, I don't pay attention because I don't own a Beast Monk. But yeah, I don't think I've seen Beast Monk ones. That's weird. I mean, because look at Contours. I mean, they stole stuff from like Kung Fu Panda, right? Even if it's not in Chandler, right? The base animation for you know, the pandas they built, Kung Fu Panda, right? And then even when they released the hard ones out there, right? It was pretty much a miniature version of the panda skin. Actually, I haven't seen it. I'm surprised. I haven't seen too much of the Rukuni transmog out there. Actually, I think I might buy that one. Not as in buy, I mean with transmog stones. Because Rukuni deserves it. Rukuni is used often enough. I like it. You don't own any panda? You don't own a fire panda? You can make one. Fire panda's not terrible. I use mine. I like the panda. I don't own any other ones. I would kill for any of the other ones. Fire, wind or water one, light. I don't know about the dark one. I guess I would. I mean, I'd be happy with the dark one. I just don't know if the dark one is that good. And the reason I don't know if it's good because I just don't see it. I'm guessing that didn't go well with no lightning 700 stone. That's pretty bad. You should at least get one lightning out. 700 stones, 14 summons. So you should. Oh my god, really? That didn't kill it, and he killed my Thrain. Well, he counts. You know, he's still a light fairy from the event. Light fairy provides invincibility, right? Oh fuck! Please stun. Didn't even land the slow. That's not good. Gotta provoke her. We have to keep this one provoked because she provides invincibility. Oh, maybe we just get a stun. Good enough. Yeah, it would be nice if they took out the farmable LDs, even the nat 3s. I don't see why they don't do that actually. I even from like mysticals, I understand why the normal. I don't think anyone even minds it from. I mean, they mind, but I don't think it's killing people that you get a farmable nat 3 from mysticals. But from an LD school, yeah, you don't want to get. I mean, not even talking Hall of Heroes. You know that happens. That's just bad luck. For the people who weren't around for the Hall of Heroes, you know, they need access to get those units again. But they should open up ways to get the farmable. You know, you shouldn't have the ability to get even like getting a Bella just heartbroken. But Tion's not farmable, so the fact that you fed yours, you know, that should be open to get from a scroll. I have no issue with that. Feeding Lapis, Lapis, I know Lapis is getting a lot of talk now about being good. It's okay. It's nothing terrible if you get it. No, it's like farm, you know, giving up your Lapis sucks, but I don't think it's not like a game-changing unit that you farmed away. Do I have a Fire Fairy? Yes, I do have a Daphnis. I have a Daphnis. Fire, yeah, like, I guess he's fine in the fire, but there are other options, so it's not like it's a big deal. You know, you can use Julie if you have a Julie. Julie's really good. My, I use Julie and Malacca for my Fire Rift. That's, I mean, granted, they're 2 nat 4s, and I do use my Water Monkey King, which is 1 nat 5. But, I mean, my Fire Rift is nothing special. It works really well. I use 3 nat 4s. And I use Theomars, Water Monkey King, and again, Water Monkey King get replaced with Sigmaris or something like that. If you pop a that's fine too. I could see that. Oh, come on. Oh, it didn't die. But yeah, if you want to see Fire Rift team, I'll show you mine. Again, it's rune quality is really what matters for it, I believe. Not really so much the units, it's just the rune quality. But Fire Rift. I mean, look at 4.6 million. That's a very high number, I feel. Water Monkey King Thea. Like I said, Water Monkey King could be replaced with Thea or with Sigmaris. Water Anubis, Malacca, Colleen, Julie. Right, it's nothing amazing out there. Granted, the attack leader does help, but if you replace with Sigmaris, then you don't get the attack leader. So even though you're doing less damage, but you can get a very high damage count without using anything special. Farmable nat. I mean, don't want to say nat 4s are farmable, but you know, they're not generally the super high. They're not the high-end, sought-out, huge. You know, it's not saying, you know, use Gallia and use Hua, use Chasun. You know, those are kind of like the leftover nat 4s, right? Yeah, if you want help with triple, but generally, again, getting triple S is generally more about rune quality more than about what unit you're using. It's really rune quality. Triple S is no heal. I use Colleen. I can probably replace Colleen with Bastet. Same thing. That would go as no healer, but then, I mean, because you still need the attack buff. You can double S except for LD win. Well, I think, I mean, LD ones you don't really need too much of, right? And I mean, you need it if you're farming the homunculus, but once you farm the homunculus. And there's not even a real reason to farm the homunculus. Yeah, I mean, my triple S team's not fully consistent. It's fairly consistent. It's not 100%. There are, you know, basically times when, even with triple AoE, you know, nothing's up all the time. I guess something like Water Homunculus and Lapis do cover up the fact of, you know, not having an AoE up all the time. Because they have AoEs on all skills, I think. No, Lapis is part. So, Fire Homunculus is what really... Water Homunculus is the one that has 3 AoEs. So, you always have one up. And if the AoEs do enough damage, then you guarantee not to get wiped on that. If you want to farm fight runes, I guess so. I haven't gotten to the point where I wanted to farm fight runes. I mean, they're nice. I don't find them... Like, I'm not even sure who I'd really put on fight runes. Outside of maybe, like, Lucian. Speed tuners. But then, even then, I generally like them on Will anyway. So, something like Bastet. You know, something like Megan. I guess I could put them on Will. and put them on fight, but I think I just prefer them Swift Will. I mean, because I use them in other places too, where I need them to get as fast as possible. I need that. No, there are times I run Bastet without Bernard, so that's why I need to get that Swift set as fast as possible. So that's why I can't go, and I want Will to counter Leon. Oh crap! Every other month I keep forgetting these things don't get stunned. When became Mav, yeah, I used Mav a few times, especially when they changed how these units are. Don't force. I feel like Will is one of those sets that you do have to force onto them. If you want a unit on Will, you want a unit on Will. You need to force it if you want it on Will, and if there's a good reason for it. Like I said, Bastet has a good reason for me to have on Will because it's to counter. This is just gonna die. It's to counter Leo. That's a very specific use of it. So that time, forcing Will on top of that, it makes sense. There are times when you just need to force Will onto units for whatever reason. It was Zeros, Bastet, Doublelution. They do take, but that's part of the grind, right? That's kind of what we, part of what you. I just remembered I brought this team in here, and they don't get stunned. The reason I brought this team was because they don't get stunned, and I have Okeano, so he was just gonna get stunned. This was a mistake. I mean, I just wanted to auto because I didn't want to think. But I do think this team might die. Hey gang, how you doing? Welcome. You say this every time I wear a tank. We'll pay for towers in progress. Towers take about a full year, I think, to max everything out, using every wing for a year. I want to say it took me that long. Maybe even longer than that. Second Lucian, congratulations. Hey, Vindy, thanks for the host. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream, Vindy. Oh, gosh. This is what people come in to see my terrible ToA team. Just because I'm lazy. This is what everyone's coming in to see. This awful, awful, awful ToA hard team. Just because I'm lazy and want to auto. And I'm not even sure this is going to fail. Hey, Ragar, welcome. How you doing? Oh. 2 years? No, it shouldn't take 2 years. I mean, if you use every wing. I mean, if you don't want to use every wing, then of course it's going to take long. But, I mean, every wing is almost like 300 wings a week. Vindy was doing Guild Siege stuff. Is Guild Siege stuff open in Asia already? Doesn't open up to oh, he can throw in like the guild prep stuff. He's guild leader, so okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but in Asia, I think is opened up where they can start doing the registration, but the fights haven't started yet. Fights won't start till another 48 hours. He's from the future. Vindy's from the future. Oh, that would explain a lot. That would explain how Vindy kicks my ass all the time on his alt account. It's still, but if he's from the future, can he tell us how they can stop all this crap? Look at this. I'm in a normal chat channel here, and the last 50 messages are all in there. Monday, yeah, Monday. So that's another 48 hours minimum, right? 72 hours. I'm really looking forward to Guild Siege though. I'm you know, as a fairly endgame player, you're looking forward to having, you know, many of us have 6-starred dozens of units for no apparently good reason. Now we have good reasons for it. But yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing, that where you have a good way of using you know, a lot of these semi-useful units that or even the units that you use that you phased out. The fact that you can start using them again, like I have a reason to give runes to, you know, I used to use Megan a lot. I pulled Bastet. When you pull Bastet, you're like, okay, there's almost no reason, there's very little reason to use Megan again. Now I have a reason to give Megan runes again. So because it's Megan Bastet help with so many comps, you know, help with Lucian comps, help with Katarina. Well, not really Katarina, but you know, it's just the whole attack bar boost works a lot, and so it's gonna give me reasons to rune up, you know, it gives you a reason to rune up some of these other units. You know, this may mean I may actually give Shannon runes again, because come, you know, the 7th or 8th fight, I may need another defense buffer outside of Miael and Messi, right? So Shannon, okay, that's stretching it. Shannon probably won't get, won't get runes. But, you know, units that I have 6, you know, I will probably give Soha runes again, because I may need a stripper down the line. Chloe will be using it. Yes, Chloe. Get Randy. You know, again, you know, but again, Chloe will be. I think Chloe will definitely be seen again with this, because Chloe had her uses before, and then people just started phasing it. When you down to that, you know, because people in Guild Wars tend to run, you know, I'd say the average top end player uses like 15 different units in Guild Wars between, you know, all their fights. On average, maybe 15 units. You know, now you're gonna be stretching down towards that 30, 40, 50th unit, you know. And then there's always those fun units that you built out, you know. You know, I have Bethany, I have Dark Barbarian King, I have Roke. Roke is new for my build, but, you know, things like that will start getting, you know, I may bring up Briand a little bit for, you know, it's just the fact that you have to use these options that before was like, why would I ever use it? Mav may get some Guild War fighting out there. But yeah, no, Randy's fun. I do like Randy. Randy was one of those things I always wanted to build, but never did. Can I stream me bench pressing? You really don't want to see someone bench press like 45 pounds, right? That's kind of my limit. I'm kind of, you know, out of shape. No, Chloe was like, for a year and a half, Chloe was seen as top tier units to have to use. Like, Chloe would have been everywhere in Guild Wars, like everywhere. It was in arenas, and everyone's arena's defense had fastest rune was just annoying. Bulldozer cosplay. Oh, I don't have anything to put on my ears like that. You know, but, you know, just units that we were going to get to use, how much we're going to have to play with. Chloe's a poor man Wusa? Yes. But many of us are poor. Many of us don't have Wusa. Many of us don't have, you know, things along, you know, anything close to that. But, you know, invincibility, I mean, and outside of just using with Katarina, that's kind of the main use Chloe had out there. But yes, but yes, it's great without strippers. But even now, if you have to force people to use the strippers on your Chloe, they can't use that stripper on later comps too. So it's the same idea with Guild Wars before, where sometimes your defense isn't good enough to win the fight, but your defense is good enough to kill a unit or two. If you're forcing people to use their Chloes, their strippers on there, then they can't use that you know, strip. And most people don't have more than like one. Most people, I think, would have 2 strippers built, right? Or like really just like, you know, if they have a Chiwu, I mean, the richer people, yes, they have more strippers, but most people don't have, you know, more than 1 or 2 strippers built, or not AoE strippers. They will have A lot of people will have chilling built. A lot of people will have Gemini built. White, dark blue, werewolf. What do I think? Escher and Juton are really good. I mean, their armor. Juton armor breaks everything, so that's really useful. All attacks armor break. He reflects damage, which is more useful than you would actually think it would sound like. Escher, Massacre does a lot of damage, but everything else, I mean, there's so many other units you can build for damage, so I don't really see Escher. Double Triton, Toa Hard, Gemini. But you only have one Triton built, right? I mean, you don't actually build two Tritons. Sohar's, I mean, I have Juno's Triton, and I use Chilling a lot. Wind Brownie, yeah, Akila's really good. Well, that's the point. You have to be prepared. I mean, for your wars, you have to be prepared. You have to know if you're going to bring in, I mean, if they have will or not, you have to take that gamble if you want to go with the strippers or not. And that's kind of the beauty of trying to fit everything in, unless you have Tiana, which Tiana just strips everything out and gives the attack boost, which is so weird or so OP. Picking only 3 monsters is going to be tough. But it'll be. I mean, it'll be tough. You will have to. It brings in more strategy again. Again, instead of if I wanted to be boring with my guild wars, and if I want to guarantee wins, I pretty much just use my 2 extremely safe teams, right? My Theo Trasoon, X-Comp, whether it would be Kamoon, or Orion, or Sekhmet, Veramos, whatever. That's one comp that I would use really safe. And my ignore defense. If I wanted to be boring, I would use those 2 comps every fight and pretty much not lose. Because of Guild Siege, you're not going to be able just to rely on that. And you have to, again, build out more stuff. So finally, again, reasons that you have these 60, 70, 6 stars that we made. Again, late game players. I understand early game players, it's not going to be as much fun. But for the late game players, again, you have, these, when you're just wondering what to 6-star next. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Sky Knox. But it's just, again, having options. That's I think the best part about this game, just having options. Barely got 45 6 stars. But it'll come, right? It's not like you have. It's not like you're just saying all the units you have now is what you're going to have to be using for the rest of the game. You will have time. You will build more units, and you will. There's, again, reasons for you to build these units, right? I think that's a big deal. I do feel guild violent procs are not just. I have no problem if they limit violent procs all around to one turn max. Do Nat 5's got relevance? Yes, I think that's a big part of why they did this too, with the Guild Sheets thing. For all the people that says, what am I supposed to do in my dupe, blah blah blah, right? Now you have you have something to do with it. No, I think even outside of art, even in, do you really need, 5 violent procs in Dragons B10? Yeah, it speeds it up. It makes it nicer, right? But there's no reason for it to be. Max 1 turn all around. It's probably what it should be. And even the units that proc additional turn, that shouldn't reset violent counters. Sierra, Annabelle. I have Annabelle. I've had my Annabelle go nuts. All the unicorns, they should not. Even in RTA, nowhere. They can still get 1 violent proc, but if they get the additional turn from this skill from Sierra planting the bomb, Chandra putting on the defense buff, that should not reset the violent counter. I think that's, you know, should be fair. And just even with the way that is, violent runes would still be the best runes in the game, right? If you still had just the opportunity to get one extra turn out of it, 22% of getting that one extra turn is still better than getting 35% more attack, getting 40% more crit damage. Maybe Despair has a, you know, Despair would, you know, oh, excuse me, sorry. Despair would still, I guess, be on par with it because Stun is taking away a turn from an opponent at an equal rate. But Violent procs would, even if it just was capped at one extra turn, is still the most powerful rune set in the game. Comtours teaches us lessons that life's not fair. I will be on. Comtours has taught me to be a much more patient person, right? Anytime that we summon and I haven't killed someone yet, means, you know, I'm building up my tolerance to accept disappointment. You know, that's kind of a lot of what happens here. You can't always get what you want. Yes, you can't always get what you want. And you will often not get anything close to what you want. That is part of what, what's the next stage? The next stage is the Spectra. Oh, crap, we got a manual of that, right? But, yeah, you know, I mean, playing this game, you know, I've been playing this game for, God, almost 2 years now. January would be 2 years. Holy shit, I've been playing this game too long. Am I summoning later? I will summon once this, once we finish ToA Hard. Because we'll have a legendary, we'll have an LD, and we have like 7 or 8 scrolls already. You got what you want. You got a second Lucian. That's nice. I said hi to you, Deb. Do not say that. I said hi. You just do this every stream now. You're making me try and make me feel bad. That let's get Sierra. Sierra would be fun. I would love Sierra. I agree. Let's get Sierra. Ganymede would work too. I will take a Gany. The point is to make me feel guilty? Don't do that to me. I feel bad enough as it is. Come on. Oh man. This is so slow. I hate ToA Hard. You asked for nothing, I got Diana. Diana is so annoying. Are you having fun with Diana? Diana is like, just does piss me off when I see her in RTA. For that, yeah, I'm missing 2 of those users. I have the bombers ready though. Fast with, I would go Violent Tableau. Yeah, I think I would go Violent Tableau. Just the Dice Magicians. It's again units that proc additional turns. Putting them on Violent just makes them so much more annoying. I see anything like that, unless you. The only thing I don't like on a Violent set like that procs additional turn is Orion, and that's because Orion is so useful getting first turn. Where I prefer a Swift. I prefer a Swift Orion. Everyone else seems to like Orion on Violent though, so I could be wrong about that. Tableau does, yeah, Tableau does need to be, you know, set around the rest of your team. You want it to probably be slower than the rest of your team. Yeah, this is ToA Hard. Um, and now you're gonna see me die on this stage like 100 times because it's a pain in the butt, right? Uh, fire, right? Fire, fire. I think we do need Veramos over Okeanos because we need the dots, right? Do we need a second healer? Yeah, let's bring a second healer. Okeanos Veramos? I don't think that works, does it, on this? Blah, blah, blah. Stop the dark one. I don't know. I think I'm just chicken shit, and I always bring Brienne even though I don't need to. You did it 2 hours ago with OK? Oh. Well, we'll find out. I've probably done stupid things. I've done stupider things than this before. You're probably right, actually. I could probably just, could even probably brought Tessarian in, too. Ooh. What happened to, Annabelle? Annabelle just got wrecked by, Triple Bernard? Vera instead of Arya. I should put runes on Arya. I really should. I did get her from LD. I just got her from an LD Lightning recently, so I should really start using her. That was a sign. I did say once she's max skill, I would actually give her runes. I really can't believe Comtos is that blind to what people want in this game here. That they can't... That someone actually thought it was a good... That the spam is a good idea. This spam is just... It's out of control how bad it is. Like, it's almost as bad... Like, to the point where I almost don't want to play. I mean, almost. I mean, I'm still going to play this game, right? I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm still going to play. But it's to the point where it's really annoying just to be on normal chat channels. That one's dead. This is dead. And you feel bad because, like, I actually do talk to some people, you know, who are not in my guild that, you know, we have chat channels that, you know, I actually talk with them on a regular basis. And I don't like that. I don't even want to go through the chat here. Oh, I don't wish that on anyone stepping on Legos barefoot. Those things hurt so much. That is a very painful. Oh, this is not good. That's a very painful thing to step on. Holy crap! 5-man stun, Veramos. But it was. I mean, it's such a dumb choice to do that. It was such. I mean, I don't know how anyone justifies how the mindset of doing. Heal. Oh. I'm looking at this team, and this team looks really bad that I set up here for this team. Annabelle's so good, though. Some people like to watch the world. I don't mind watching the world burn. I mind seeing chat. It's because it's not like it's ever filled with. I mean, I'd be okay if this chat was filled with something useful. You know, but let's look at the messages that are on here. I can't read that. Farming. Okay, this is fine. We're recruiting guild members. Really? You spent 100 guild points to say this. 100 guild points. Remember, we could just... Really? This is what people spent... I mean, seriously, this is what 100 guild points is worth to these people. Absolutely nothing. Come to us, someone has to be saying, we're sorry, this is a bad idea. But we can't take this away because people spent 300 guild points on it already, so we can't nerf it away. Let him be. Why should I let him be? I want them gone. Look at that. AoE sleep from Annabelle. She's not broken. She's not broken. 6 turns. 6 turns. Annabelle is perfectly fine. Doesn't need to be nerfed at all. Violent procs are not an issue with the game. If that's not proof to what this game not being broken in any way, I don't know what else to say, right? That's just stupid. 6 turns from Annabelle right there. Pretty much AoE sleep from a support unit. Actually, is she a support unit? I don't even know. I mean, I know she's used as a support unit. I just don't know if her stats are guild set for support. I don't know if she's based off attack or HP. I don't know. So good. 3. As soon as the guild points but come Monday, we're gonna have more ways to get. Am I away again? But you know, there are gonna be more ways to get guild points soon, and I don't even know how much we're gonna get from guild siege, and I don't know how much energy it costs to do your guild siege and stuff like that. But it sounds like, you know, there are going to be more ways to get it. Has anyone actually bought legendary runes yet, or the legendary box? I'm sure people have. And I'm sure there's going to be that one person on Reddit that says, I got a 6-star violent blah 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 rune. I don't know what the normal expected outcome is. They did say legend rune, but it's going to be any set, and it's going to be 5 or 6 stars. So I'm going to lean towards it's probably like going to be a 5-star. I think we need to save out. Stunned. Stun? There we go. Good job, Brienne. What is this? Annabelle didn't put him to sleep. Oh. Stun? Stun? I forgot I don't have Mav here, so. Probably Test is probably a good choice. For some reason, I don't remember why I brought this team out here. I'm using this team now, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is this team even here? I feel Mav is something I should have been using on here to get the Beretta's dots up more often. Get more attack bar. Like, I'm not even sure which one I'm trying to kill. Use Gildong Spectra. My Gildong does not have enough life to take the first hit from Leo. Ooh! Wait! Oh no! That killed my Reviver. That's the one who's supposed to prevent crap from going wrong. I think this is the team I bring toward crap. Why am I this is the team I bring towards the Ragdoll stage. I think that's the one I had in mind when I picked this team, not the Spectra Verd stage. Who's attacking Annabelle? Is that just the damage from Leo?
I'm taking the bus out, and then it's in here.
Okay.
And look like that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For that too? Okay.
So
okay.
So then whatever.
Okay.
Did you check the time?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Sorry about that. Hold on. Comfy looking chair. I will be buying a new chair come Black Friday, I think, by the way. I have to look up something for my mom. It's taking the bus back, and I need to look up bus schedules. Because... oh no, this is it. I do not speak Spanish. I read very little bit what you can write there. I should probably have healed there. Heal. This should kill here. No, it doesn't kill. Kill? Kill? Of course not. Oh no, Jasoon! As planned. Why is this not easy to look up? Uh, uh, yeah, I build things tanky, so I can understand why this team's not very helpful to others. Uh, oh, what happened? Holy crap! I should pay attention. He torrent, didn't he? Oh no! Push attack bar back. Oh, that was close. Don't die! Don't die! Yes, I mean, my rune quality is high. I do know that. Let's just finish this off. And then let me look this up for my... Um, uh, why is it just showing in the morning? There has to be more buses than this. One second, guys. I'm sorry. Yep, 100 then summoned, yes. Male boss, so what do we need here? There's one at 3 o'clock and next one at 4:20. There's one at 3 o'clock. Woo! So I have to go right now. Alright. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Colt. So what are we doing here? We want Beretta, we want Toa, right? So we start with Beretta. Do we need Colleen? Do we want Spectra? Spectra's good, right? We need a healer. Do we just use Bella? Do we use Annabelle? We use Annabelle, right? Annabelle's better than Bella, right? On this one, there's no reason we need Bella, right? There's nothing to strip. 3-turn armor break is fine. Do we... Defense break. We have Annabelle. Spectra. You could use Bella instead of here. Do we need Mav? think we need Mav over heal block, right? Yes, you can use Bella instead of this. You know, Bella instead of Anna is perfectly fine. I have a better option, so I use Annabelle. But generally saying, you know, the difference is actually really small for here. And there's actually a good chance that Bella might be better, really. I could use Hua. The only reason I'm not using Hua is because I would have to switch a rune on her to use her, and I am really poor or I'm really cheap right now. So that's the reason I'm not using Hua. Because Hua is built for R5 and is on a crit damage attack build. And for here, actually maybe Bella would have been better just for that. But like I said, Hua, I would need to put her on HP on slot 6 or slot 2 really. But no, I have a slot 6 Rage Rune on here. That's the reason I don't do it. Clean for ToAH normal 38. So that's generally going to be rune quality. You should be using Vero, Bella's. You should be using Beretta, Vero, Bella, Shannon, Bernard, probably for your early game runs. And just improving from there is just going to be rune quality. You just got to get more HP on your units, more HP, more speed, more accuracy. That's generally what's going to determine how far into ToAH you get, because you just need those. You need that tankiness. You probably need to run double healers instead. You can run Bella like Colleen if you don't have a Chasun. And I assume most people don't have Chasun early on. If you have Chasun, use Chasun. If not, you can use a Wind Yeti. You can go. You know, it's ToAH normal's about tanking it out. It's all about rune quality, survivability. You're not even worried so much about crowd control, any of those things. You know, you're just worried about being able to take the hits and live. I think stun locking generally comes in more in ToAH hard than ToAH normal. ToAH normal, people generally have, you know, you could easily obtain runes that can tank out everything. If you say that you're taking too much, that's why you have Shannon, right? Are you using Shannon? Are you having defense buff? Because defense buff is so strong. Because that allows you to take so many more hits, and then you have Bella for the heals. And you have Shannon also puts AoE slow out there, and Bernard giving you a speed buff, so you get a lot more turns. So that's why the comment, you know, Shannon, Bernard, I know I say it over and over again, there's a reason why those units work so well together. They just synergize so well. Attack break plus defense buff means you should be able to take a hit from anything, right? If you defense break everything, and then you defense break stuff, you can start doing a lot of damage as well. But just attack buff and attack speed buff and slow debuff, you get 3 turns for every time they move 1 turn, you move 3 times. Spectre early game. Does Spectre work early game for ToAH hard? I know I incorporated it later on, but early time I don't think Spectre's. I mean, I would prefer Shannon early on than Spectre. Spectre does get, you know, can come in and do that later on, but early on I think Shannon does the job better just because it provides a defense buff. Once you don't need to rely on that defense buff, once you have your stats high enough where you don't rely on the defense buff, then you can bring in Spectre. Because Spectre brings on skill 2 a lot of damage, right? Does that shield protect her? Nope, okay. I think we have to kill Conrads first, right? Vanessas aren't as dangerous as the Conrads because the Conrads have some kind of nuke. Hey, Mad, welcome. How you doing? Hopefully we can actually clear ToA Hard 100 on my first try. It's been a while since I've done it on my first try, right? I remember the last few months I probably failed a few times. Conrad's hurt, right? I forget what they do, but I think they have a large nuke. Right? Do they have extortion? Is it like Arnold, where they have extortion? No. There's nothing to stun. I understand the what's the Vanessa's could bring him back to life. So maybe you want to AoE something. What are we AoEing? Oh, is it? No, I think Conrad's do single target. And I know they focus on Veramos, so that's why. I mean, Veramos is kind of tanky. Nuke revive. Is that what? I don't remember. I mean, I know Conrad's exist for a reason. They do something. Or at least, I mean, I think they do something annoying. I don't think it kills. I just think it does reasonable damage. And again, this is ToA 100, where reasonable damage may be a crap ton of damage, really. But if they're stunned, it's not a big deal then. Deadly Wave. So Deadly Wave is the same thing as Brienne. So that's the AoE attack break. That's not an issue because we have a cleanse from Veramos and from Annabelle if we needed it. Let's stun just in case. We don't want this to revive, so let's just kill it. See that? Oh, it hit for 9,000. Well, I was afraid of that. Alright, so we defense break. We slow. Put dot here more. Get up. Push attack bar back. Think we heal as much as we can, top us off. Spectra's the only one that really nukes the boss. That Spectra damage is pretty damn bad. Extra turn? So we can't nuke right now. I think we just messed up that turn order there. I think I need Bella's. I think Bella's heal's more reliable than oh crap. Didn't push it back. It's gonna get a turn and that's gonna kill. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I shouldn't have used Annabelle's heal so early. Yeah. No, that was not close. That was me, not playing it right. Do we need double heals? No, I don't think we need double heals. But I think, having Bella's attack bar boost is more helpful than I gave it credit for. Because the attack bar boost just means I have the reliability of getting my turn cycled through quick enough. So we want to kill Achilles first, or is that her name? Just because heal block could potentially become a bigger deal if these fights go longer. I see no reason not to bring Mav. Mav is so good. Especially, like, again, if you're using a team like this where everyone's cooldowns are so low, you know, basically, Veramos, you know, 3-turn cooldowns, Spectra's 3-turn cooldown, Bella's, I think, on a 4-turn cooldown to heal. But, again, with these, everything on such a low cooldown, having wings, whatever that thing is called, Wings of Wind, you know, it just cycles through your big skills so quickly. It's so good. Provoke that one. I mean, you see, it's basically you get stomps up every turn. If my Beretta was skilled up, we would get dots up every other turn. You know, things like that is what's really big. My Beretta is obviously not skilled up because I've skilled up 2 other Sylphs instead. We fully skilled up the Dark one, and Shimite is like half skilled up now. So Beretta is really low on the, well, not very low on the list, but not high on the list either. For skills. I mean, now I've decided to give Beretta more any more Sylphs that I get instead of Shimite. But I don't think giving it to Shimite is a wrong move. It's just more like I'd rather. I mean, I've been doing ToAH for 2 years now, and if I could actually get the skills on it, it would make it easier. Where maybe to the point where I could probably even auto it. One of these months, I will one-shot ToA Hard 100, right? One of these months where I won't have to do it multiple times. Obviously, this is not the month for that. But one of these months we will. And this is embarrassing. I have a whole video on how to do this. And do I think ToAH is worth it? No. You need it for I don't find her great for a speed run for Necro. I would not double mod. I mean, unless you're have an abundance of double mods. By like abundance, I mean like 30 extra double mods. You know, ToAH's not. I mean, she's a good Nat 4. She's not the Nat 4 that I would put double mods on. The only double mods I think that a Nat 4 worthy, Galleon, Chasoon, Orion if you need that, you know, for skill 3. Brienne if you want to do ToA Orion. Sorry, if you want to do like ToA auto, Brienne skill 3. Those are the key ones. Outside of that, I find it really hard to give double mons to any other Nat 4s. I think I probably could think of a few more that I would. I would give it to Lisa for R5. What runes do I have in my Spectra? Spectra is Violent, Focus, Speed, Crit, Damage, HP. Brienne works without skills up for ToA? Maybe. I don't know. I put Devil Mons on him back in the days when we had the old HOH days, and I needed it to auto H to reliably do the old Hall of Heroes. Do I? Oh, Lucian. Yes, I would Devil Mon Lucian. Yes. How did I forget Lucian? I completely forgot about that. Yes, Lucian's worth it, of course. OP healer for Rifts? For Elemental Rifts? She's... I would put her, yes, she's ideal. But she is not that much better than Colleen. Colleen is just a little bit worse than her. Well, if you want to be like Math Plus, yeah, that's different. You know, he has, you know, if you're going for the 7 million scores, then you have to be fully optimal. If you're looking for just to get like the 3.5 million, like any sane person is, you are perfectly fine doing it with Colleen. Your vampire work can... I mean, Triple S, Colleen is perfectly fine. Colleen does all the healing for, you know, single healer. You know, the only one that it may have an issue with is the Wind one. And if you're trying to get better at the Wind one, then Hua-He is a good option, because Hua-He is actually really good for the Wind one, because she provides the damage and heals that you need. I should probably heal there. Like I said, yes. I mean, like, Matt, nothing against Matt. You know, his videos are great, but, you know, he is, you know, basically trying to set records, right? Anyone who says that Violent's not, I mean, Violent is fine for R5, by the way. I know a lot of people say, you know, they want to build their units off Violent. Violent's still fine. I think there's been too much of a movement towards moving everyone off Violent. You know, Violent healers, Violent support's always going to be fine there. Your Colleen can be Violent. Getting her off Violent's not... I'm not even sure getting Colleen off Violent is actually better for R5. I put mine on Triple Revenge. I actually think I liked it better when she was on Violent, but it's not enough where I'm going to go back and change it, because I'm lazy. I think mine is Triple Revenge. I could be wrong about that, but... Oh, how did it heal? Am I going to summon? Yes, we will summon if we are successful in beating this. I honestly don't have an issue with... I mean, the only reason I would say don't put your Colleen on Violent for R5 is because you just want your Violent runes on other units. That's probably the best reason not to have Violent on Colleen. Just because if you don't have enough Violent runes to spare. And that's not as crazy as it sounds. I hope to finish right now. I can't guarantee I'm going to finish this, but I would like to. Did we miss the defense break there? Yes, we did. I didn't want to put a defense break there because that just takes up a spot for dots. Let's heal that up. The bosses, yes, that's the bosses. They're supposed to hit it hard. This is not supposed to be easy. I mean, it's you know, this is, you know, supposed end game content in this game. Oh crap, that was a mistake. We don't need to heal. You know, but this is high, you know, realistically, this is high-end content, so. So it shouldn't be a surprise that, you know, these things hit hard. And you actually, I mean, I know most people take ToA for granted, but, you know, it is still high-end content. And even though most people have been doing it for a while, it's still not meant to be super easy. You've never seen me on Twitch before? I've been streaming on Twitch for over a year now, 14, 15 months. Can I show my runes of my Spectre? Yes. She put me on. Thank you, Orange. I appreciate that. Yes, Orange is my guildie, and you know she's definitely done a lot to help me. Let's push this attack bar back because I don't want him getting in the turn before we heal. We need to provoke for heals. Yeah, no, Orange has been great. Orange is, you know, she's part of the reason why I started well, not streaming, but you know, her YouTube videos were something you know, that really did help me grow. We really need to have. I can't do skill 2 on Spectre until he gets some life back. What? Girls, oh my god. What are we doing wrong? Yeah, we can't finish this without Bella. Alright, fine. Alright, so, runes on Spectre, by the we're gonna bring out Hua for this. Attack Break doesn't work on this boss because the boss cleanses before he hits. So any debuffs you put on him doesn't really despair. Oh, never mind. So yeah, you can't put out debuffs on the boss to. The only debuffs that really matter is slow and defense break. But yeah, Spectre's runes here. Violent. Oh. Wait, what? Speed HP. These are not the runes I thought I had on Spectre. I thought I had crit damage on there. I must have switched that off at some point. I like crit damage on there, but obviously I don't think it makes a difference, really. You use heal block on this boss? Okay, yeah, you can use heal block on this boss because because the boss heals every time he gets hit, and if he has heal block on there, then you just prevent that chip damage. Where is Rage? Yeah, I like Rage. No, you cannot use Provoke to. Again, the boss will cleanse before he does the attack. So he cleanses and then. Which one's the slow? Yeah, Rage, Hua. Again, you use whatever runes you have, you know, works for you. The reason mine's on Rage is just because I have a couple of fast Rage runes that I wanted to use on someone, and Hua just kind of fit that spot. Slow heal block, and defense break. Defense break is still huge because we put out damage. Why am I using Bella and not Annabelle? Because the attack bar boost from Bella when she uses the heal. Because this this stage is about cycling through your turns quick enough so that they don't get a turn, and Bella just helped get that versus Annabelle. I tried Annabelle before, and then I realized the attack bar boost is a big deal. Plus the speed buff from Mav. Yeah, Basalt. I don't have a Basalt. I've been playing the game for 2 years now. I've summoned a crap ton of LD scrolls. No Basalt. No Kabila yet. I'm not even sure if there's other Nat 3s. LD ones I care about. But yeah, no, I still have no Basalt and no Kabila. So there are LD Nat 3s I still need that I care about. Yes, the boss does hit harder when he has more debuffs on. So yeah, if you are applying more debuffs, it does. But I think even no matter defense break and attack slow is huge. It's enough with it. It's worth it to the extra damage that they put onto it. And Kabila is something what I would use if I actually got. I mean, Kabila's, you know, I'm not sure if Kabila is better than Bernard. It's faster, so there's going to be situations where it's just better. And I would really like it because speed matters so much. Getting first turn matters so much. And not that Bernard is bad. Bernard does a great job at it. Just Kabila would do it slightly better. So I would not be I would not be upset if I pulled a Kabila. Considering, I mean, yes, I'd much rather have LD Lightning, but you know, if you don't get Lightning, you know, that's kind of the next thing up. Fat Lucian, yeah. I don't use Fat Lucian. I use just 2 normal Lucians. I don't like basically, I mean, both my Lucians are like 190 speed. Maybe I should build one, like a Fat Lucian, and I have to consider that. I mean, it just hasn't been on my radar to build it that way yet. And why did I not use my stun there? Because we're gonna vomit. I know these teams work. I mean, I know I made videos on this and using a team similar to this working. Is that dead? Yeah, it's dead. And again, it should work, but I don't know why the last 2 times he failed. And let's just heal. Okay, this is dead. RNG still need. I don't feel this stage shouldn't be RNG based. This. Oh wow, really? I feel the female Lirith, that one's RNG based, and that one there's not much you could do against it being RNG based. I feel there's, you know, it just. You know, basically what incarnations split out of her. Orange Roast. Yeah, I know. I watched her video. She did it. She does that in good fun though. You know, again, I feel that run that she did with the R5 on my team was when I had was switching runes on my quad, because that's why our run went so slow. I saw that. I think that was the issue. I can't be sure when she did that run, when she did that video, but I do think I had my quad on my ToAH build right now. So that's right now. If she does a run with it, it's on HP on slot 6, and my quad does crap damage like that. Well, not crap, but it does not as good damage. Hey, Drazzle, welcome. How you doing? find Lirith easier, but you know, again, that's just situations, you know, because I think it's you're more in control about it. Where you know, there's more. Again, it's luck, but if you're able to tank it out all the bad things that go onto it, it's not awful. But again, I do think both bosses are relatively hard. What video did she roast me? When she did her October runes, the one that she just posted like a day or two ago. How are people watching on YouTube? I am streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. That's why. And that's why the chat over there is combined. I understand it's a little confusing for people on Twitch. But, yeah. But in that video, she did mention, how she kicked my butt in RTA, which is completely true. Like, even when I thought I was winning against, like the second time we did the scrimmages, I thought I had like a 50% win rate. And by the time it finished, I was like down like 6 out of 16 or something like that, or something. I don't know if that's crazy, but yeah, it's just where it wasn't as close as I thought I was winning. I thought I was doing really well, and then afterwards, when you come back and look, I was like, wait a minute, how did she have a winning record versus me? I mean, she's good. She has better runes than me, and she has better units than me, so it's not crazy that she's beating me in arcade. But, you know, it's because she has a Samath, she has a Tiana, she has a Camilla. You know, those units kind of help with RTA. I don't have any of those. I have an Okeanos. I have a Bastet too. So, I have 2 good units. 2 good RTA units, right? Slow. Slow on the boss first. Never mind. Push the attack bar back. I have 2 guns. Thank you, gang. We don't need to do that yet, right? Because Beretta didn't use her big skill yet. We gotta put the slow out here. Dots. More dots. Let's get rid of defense breaks is good. Heal. That hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Still didn't get the slow on this. Still don't get the slow on it. What the hell? Why am I not healed? I need Spectre. You might be right about that. I don't know if we actually need Spectre, actually. Pull out Vero. We could try that if this fails. But this isn't going to fail, right? I think we got this, right? This should be okay. Provoke this. Armor break here. More dots. Push the attack bar back here. Oh no! Crap. Heal. I want it to move, but then it's going to give this... So if we decrease the attack bar here... No. Hua can push it back. Does Beretta get a turn to push it off? Oh my god, that's so close. More dots here. Violent. Push attack bar back here. Left crystal scary. Left crystal doesn't do anything. Violent. Oh, now it doesn't do anything. We can't attack the boss. Don't use Vero? Maybe. We may need an extra if we don't win this time. Please don't hit Hua. If we're able to stabilize at this point, we'll be okay. Push attack bar back. See, the problem is we need Hua to put to attack here, but we can't attack because it's going to get countered. Basically need to cycle through to the point where so yeah, if we hit here, we get hit for 2,300. But we need to put the slow on, so we gotta try. Okay. I think we're close to stabilizing at this point. Yeah, I think we're okay now. If one more heal and then we're okay, I think. Pretty much the damage that they're doing balances out with what they do. Oh, okay. You have Armada. Armada's really good. I would like one. I've been slowly going to. Oh my gosh. This does go a lot slower without Spectra. Spectra takes up such bigger chunks. Can I just hit auto? Because there's nothing that really goes wrong, right? I say nothing goes wrong, and then all of a sudden I get hit. I hope. Oh, wait. Because of the stupid thing he's provoking, he's letting the boss get an extra debuff out there, so he's going to hit a little bit harder. But between Hua and Beretta, I think the boss shouldn't move again. Let's hope. I think we're okay. Wow. I thought... Again, Hua's on HP on slot 6. Her damage gets thrown off a lot. But still, even with that, you know... Wow, look how much damage we take. Is Bella not healing? Is Bella being stupid? Like, Bella's not saving his heals, does he? Oh, this is taking too long. It might be faster for me to quit now, bring Spectra, and start over. Just to get Spectra to nuke this part here. Oh, we got resistance on the turbulence. Oh, but look at that. Hua just takes the attack bar back in half. When she gets that double hit. This is where you want a Violent Beretta. And I know it's not ideal, but Violent Beretta seems so good for this. And I don't think Violent's actually terrible for Beretta for ToA. A bad resist? Yeah, a bad resist will allow it to move. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Because I am too lazy, and I don't really want to click anymore. Why did I destroy the towers? Well, you have to destroy the right tower. And the left tower got destroyed because we went on auto and Beretta put a dodge out there. But you have to kill the right one. Because if you don't kill the right one, the boss is just going to get a lot of turns. Left one doesn't matter. Left one only puts out heal block, but we have Veramo, so left one doesn't matter. But when we put on auto... Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, Rob. But yeah, if we put on auto and Beretta started doing Phoenix Fury, I want to say that's the skill name. Whatever skill 3 is, and whatever, you know, the dots eventually just killed it. But still, there's not much you can do. I mean, I could have just kept it on manual, but it's not like killing the left tower. It's not like Dragon's Beat 10, where you kill the tower and something bad happens. You know, you just kill the tower and it's just not around. All right, let me go check something. Oh, crap! Oh, damn it. Really? I walk away and this is what happens? Fuck. Probably my fault for walking away. I would have preferred to see what happened. Can we do this without Veramos, though? Do we not need stuns for this? That's my fault. I was being a little bit early there. I went to go check email on my other computer, and I came back and saw everyone dead. Oh, heal block. What the hell? I mean, it happens. Oh, God. We need Mav to move. Or... stun? There we go. That's a nice stun. Okay. It's much faster with heal block. Yes, I agree. I don't know why I don't use it. There are things that make it easier. I don't know what I'm using. It also, I think, works a lot faster if you have Spectra to nuke it down. And it would work even better if my Spectra was on crit damage. Attack bar. Yep, that's what this team is here. Between Spectra, Mav, who do we go? Evoke here, I guess. Hua Spectra Mav Beretta. That's a lot of attack reduction. Dark Homunculus. It works. Again, I use my the Water Homunculus, the Dark Homunculus. They both work. I use my homunculuses for other things out there, so I don't have those options available for ToAH. I mean, I can always build it back up for that if I wanted to, but I just feel there's better uses of the homunculuses for my situation. So, another violent proc, please. So again, it's just for my use. I don't use the homunculuses that way. Not saying it's wrong to use the homunculuses for them. I just, again, for me, I use them for PvP. Oh, that's not good. I think I want to kill this instead. Yo, block here. Hey, ToAH, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the stream. But again, the homunculuses, they are meant to fill whatever holes that you have out there. I don't have a huge hole for ToAH. I just tend to forget what I use a lot, or just get bad RNG, or just tend to not focus as much as I should. I feel if I do these things off stream, I would focus a lot better and wouldn't have as many failures as I do when streaming. But that's always the case with when I stream, at least, because my focus is kind of always torn, between doing something right versus, just interacting with my chat. It puts me in a situation where I do stupid things a lot, or not. I don't want to say stupid. No, stupid's probably the right word. Where I do suboptimal things. That sounds better than stupid, right? Suboptimal. Who's my Rift brander? I generally don't bring a brander. For the only one I do bring a brander, I use Avarice, which is the water. What the hell is that thing called? The Water Commune. Anubis. I use him a lot. I think he's actually a very, very underrated unit. I don't feel enough people use Avarice a lot. He does a crap ton of damage. He's one of my favorite units out there. Who doesn't get utilized much, and PvE wise, he doesn't get utilized enough. No one ever talks about him building him for Necro B10, which I think he's beautiful in Necro B10. I use him in the Fire Rift. I can use them in Giants B10. I mean, there are better options. I can use them in Necro B10. There are better options. But, yeah, I don't think you need... I bring him for R5 sometimes if we need a brander. If none of my teammates bring it. I don't find branding... I mean, it helps. It's not a make-or-break thing, I don't think. Let's heal. Just because, again, it's a helpful thing, the extra damage. It's, for the rifts, you only get the branding out for such a limited part of the groggy state, and it's not up. It's not consistently up. Where I feel it's necessary to bring it. Oh my god. Hey, Pika Ninja. Anything good recently? No. How did that happen there? That's happened when you don't get stuns, though, right? But we need this team. Okay, we'll try it again. Was that just bad luck of Mav getting armor broken and attacked on the same turn, right after each other, without him getting a turn into where he can cleanse it off. I'm chalking that up to bad luck. Maybe for this team here, we have to go after the Vanessas first because they armor break. That was on me, by the way. That's not because I was chatting or anything like that. That's just, you know, pretty much bad luck on my end, or, but yeah, I think on that stage, going after Vanessas over the Conrads sound like a better plan, just because the armor break seems to be the thing that's you know, very dangerous on that stage. So and Mav is the only cleanser on this team. Seems dangerous to have only one cleanser, or not even an every turn cleanser, because he does have a pretty, I mean, it's a 3-turn cooldown, which isn't long, but if you're waiting on 3 turns to get rid of Vanessa's armor break, and Vanessa's armor break is a 2-turn armor break, and there are 3 Vanessas on that stage, the armor break on Vanessa is skill 2 though, right? It's not a skill 1. Right? Can anyone confirm that for me? I don't have Vanessa, so I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it's not a skill 1 armor, because if it was a skill 1 armor break, I don't think as many people would be calling for buff Vanessa as much as we have. I mean, it's probably still want the buff on Vanessa, but if it was a skill 1 armor break, then it's this, you know, at least that's useful. I think skill 1 on Vanessa's right now is just nothing, right? Just flat attack. Like, it doesn't produce anything. Okay. Oh, wait, I should probably reply to her. So, as you could see from that message, I have about an hour before I have to go. So, we have to finish this in the next hour. My wife's coming home a little bit early from work because we have to go shopping for my daughter's birthday. We have to go prepare for her birthday party tomorrow. We're having a bunch of friends over. Skill 1 activates, yeah. Just like all the other Valkyries. And so, yeah, I mean, and I mean, Valkyries are fine. Vanessa's almost fine. Actually, no, Vanessa's not fine. Vanessa just needs a better revive. That's what it is. Hey, Godlord, welcome. How you doing? Hey, Andre, how you doing? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, Andre. I remember you from the stream a long time ago. It's been a couple of months since I've seen you, I think, in the stream. I think it's been like 6 months plus. Can I explain the new Guild Wars to you? I can explain to you how I interpret it to be. We won't really know. I don't think most of us will really know what it is until till Monday when it goes live. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever done something like laser tag, or capture the base, so like Team Fortress. And so basically you want to, it's going to be three guilds attacking each other, and basically you want to be the last, you want to be the one that gets the killing shots on the guild so that you can capture their base. When you capture the base, you start gathering up points. And I don't know what else about it. Yeah, so you pretty much just gather points from, you know, holding bases. If you attack early, you get to defend the base longer, and you gather more points as you hold the base longer. To do the wars, you get 30 units get to attack. So I don't know if that means you can only do 10 attacks with 3 versus 3, or you can do 30 solo attacks. You know, if you have 30 units that can solo, or you know, you could do a couple, you know, 2 versus 3, so you get a couple more attacks in. You know, I don't know if how that's going to work. The way I read it to be is you get 30 units to attack, and if you so if you have units that can solo, that may allow you to get more attacks in to capture more bases. So units like Wind Panda, units like Camilla, Ramagosh, Rakan, no, these solo kings can allow you to get more attacks in. I presume. I don't know if that's for sure or not. But from just reading it when they say 30 units to attack versus 10 swords to attack, I think that means you can sneak in more attacks if you can get good duo combinations. Something like Chasun Theomars or something like that, or Rukuni something. What is the Super Angelmon for? It allows you to take a unit from level 1 to level 40 with 1 Angelmon. It's pretty good. It sets you whatever unit. You know, it brings your unit to max level. If you use it on a 3-star unit, it will bring it to level 25. If you use it on a 4-star unit, it will bring it up to level 40 or level 30. Use it on a 5-star, it will bring it to level 35. Obviously, the most efficient use of it is to bring it on a level 1 6-star. It costs you 1,000 guild points to buy them, though. I don't think that's worth it. I could be wrong if it's worth it, and I just don't see it being worth it at a stunned. Provoke this here, I guess. Push his attack bar back so that maybe Mav moves before. Don't die. Really? Oh, I didn't watch which Vanessa. Fuck. How do we stun? Oh, can we violent again? We cannot violent again. Stun? Guess we provoke here and hope that Conrad doesn't hit him. Damn it. Guild points are used to destroy chat. Yes. I think we need to stop. I don't. Do we need Beretta? I need stuns. I feel we need to stun. Maybe we bring Colleen. No Virad? No, I do not have a Virad. Virad makes things easy, I know. No summons? We haven't won yet. We can't summon if we don't have it. No Poseidon. I lack many Nat 5s. I lack anything that's good. No Virad. Yeah, They go cross server. I don't think they go cross server, do they? Like, we're not seeing Azer's crap. And we're not seeing the stuff from EU, I don't think. I think it's just, I mean, not saying that this isn't bad, but it can get worse. No Beretta's bad, but between Spectral Hua, that's a lot of attack bar pushback, I think. I have Tyrone, but Tyrone's 5-star, and Tyrone really wouldn't help here too much, would it? Because you can't freeze the boss. And it's not an attack bar pushback, it's just a freeze. So if we're just doing that, Veramos does the stun just as fine. Why is it so hard? Because ToAH Hard, I mean, it's still, I mean, I can clear it every time. It's not, but there, you know, it's still not an easy chore for, I mean, it should be easier for me than it is. I'm just not sprite with some things. Again, and I'm missing a lot of the key units to make it easier, but generally ToAH, I mean, it's not that difficult for most people. I mean, once you get on the path of clearing it, you should be able to clear it most months. The only stage that I think really does bother people who are clearing consistently is the Artemil stage. And that stage is just a lot of RNG. So I do feel that that stage is a little bit different just because it doesn't follow the form of the normal ToAH standard of just crowd control it and win. That stage, there's a, you know, basically if you fail a stun, you get completely wrecked. While on the other stages, it's a little bit more forgiving if you miss a stun because you can tank a hit or two. Over there, pretty much, if you fail to stun once, basically what happens afterwards is everything snowballs afterwards with that. Pretty much, when everything's not stunned, then the Wind Monkeys, the Wind Yetis start countering you pretty often, and you just get completely wrecked by that, right? Why are we not landing a stun? But yeah, this microphone thing really does need to change. Basalt, don't have Basalt. Basalt does heal, so that makes sense. But yeah, no Basalt. You know, I'm at the point where I don't even care about. I have a Wuchi. I haven't built. I don't have one that's built. I should be able to do this. Dip finished ToAH Hard today. If Dip can do it, I can do it, right? That's always a good plan. If Dip can do it, I can do it. I'm missing 3 of those units that you put on that team there, Evil Pixels. 3. That's pretty, you know. Virad would be a nice toy. I would love a Virad. Virad's really, like, Virad's a top tier unit that no one talks about, like saying that's what they're on their wish list at. You know, I think makes a lot of things really so much easier. You know, everyone said, you know, when they talk about these things, I want Sierra, they want, everyone says they want Sierra, they want Ganymede, they want, Perna. You know, I'd never hear anyone say, I want Virad. But Virad is so strong. Mindset of a genius to do it, yeah. Can I check out your Virad? Virad ideally should be Violent anything. Violent Will for PvP. Violent Will I think is the only thing that makes sense. Endure makes okay sense, I guess. Revenge doesn't. Blade doesn't. Will makes, like I said, Will makes sense. Does Varad make the automule stage easier too? Because I would imagine there's still issues with the automule stage with Varad, just because there's a chance that you glance against all the wind units, or is Varad just like Elemental King and doesn't give a fuck about elements too? Is it like Perna and Theomars and all those other things where they just elementals don't make a difference and they just freeze everything? I don't bring enough wind units into Varad to know if that's true or not, because I don't own really strong wind units. Water Monkless is really good. I said it before. Water Monkless is fine for sorry, I was going to say it. Water Monkless is great for ToA hard. But again, I can actually change I use my Fire Monkless as anti-Sierra. So that's just where, I've had, Sierra Orion comps with, such a hard comp for me to deal with that I just used the Fire Homunculus to counter it. That's, where my use comes in. Not saying it's, the other uses of the Fire Homunculus is not, or the Elemental Homunculus isn't there. It's just, to me, I get really good use out of nuking the shit out of Sierra. Because, fuck Sierra. I hate Sierra. I don't have a really good counter to it. Alright, good night, man. Thanks for dropping by. If you want to watch the summons later, it'll be on YouTube. Or you can just show up in the next stream and you can see. No, I don't think any units are programmed to violent more. I think you just notice it more on units that, that generally are very fast, that just generally get a lot of turns, and also manipulate their own attack bar. So they just generally getting more turns, so you see more turns for them to violent. So something like, you see Chasun's one of those things where people say she violence more. I just think it's because the Fallen Blossom gives her the extra attack bar, so she's just generally getting a lot of turn, and she's generally built over 200 speed anyway. Rena's okay. I've been using Rena a little bit more to counter Sierra. I don't know how well it's been working. It's just a little bit better. But that's generally how I feel about I mean, again, units. People. Who else? Perna's notorious for violenting more, right? But it's just because those are the units you're just used to seeing, and when they violent, it bothers you a lot more, right? When what else do you see on violent that you don't really care when they violent? Yeah. It's just when they violent on those perfect timing, when they violent into, when they violent add a stun to heal, right? That's what you notice. When they when it's that game-changing violent proc. That's what when they violent, when they violent to get an extra turn to put in an extra default attack, no one cares. Wedding, yeah. Street Fighter music. You all remember this, right? Well, yeah, but Ganny's you only notice it because the violent pretty much goes into a full, so he ventilates himself into giving himself Seal Magic, and then Seal Magic reduces your attack bars to 0, so you get another turn out of it. So you it's like manipulating an extra turn out of it, and that's why when it happens, you just notice it a lot more. That's I mean, again, and when you get that violent, it's game-changing violent, right? That's the problem with it. It's not that it's a violent proc that you might. It's a game-changing violent proc. Same thing when Theomar's violence, right? It's a game-changing violent proc. It's not just the fact that it violence, right? It's just the fact that the violent causes you to lose. When like if Kumar gets a violent proc, do you care? Really? He does Trick of Wind or Trick of Fire? Who cares, right? What else is on? Chandra gets another violent proc. Do you care? You know, Ritesh, yeah, you kind of care because meditate into Trick of Wind is really annoying. But you know when what else is on violent that you just like even when Raccoon gets to those violent procs, it's annoying, but it doesn't bother you too much, right? I mean, I guess later on, actually, it does, for longer fights, it does bother you. But again, I don't feel like that's not the one that, even though it violent procs just as much as everything else, you know, how many times do we have to kill these things? Elijah could violent, I don't care though. But Sierra violence into an additional turn and plants another bomb and just detonates. Yeah, that's kind of where you're like, screw the Sierra, you're broken. Right? I think that's the one where I mean, I do feel Elijah when there's. I mean, it generally doesn't. I mean, it's annoying when you get the revive off, but I don't find it where it pisses me off too much. Like, and the thing is, you don't see Veramos in RTA too much. So when Veramos violent procs, no one cares. Bella, same thing, right? When you see it happen in Dragons B10, it's nice. You're not watching it most of the time, so you don't even notice it. At least I don't. I don't think. Revive into full. Yeah, I mean it's annoying, but generally what happens with the Ladriels are when those comps are there, they're just. I just feel like Elad. I mean, it's there. It does whatever it does, right? It doesn't like. I mean, I feel it generally doesn't change the fight because generally, if you at the point where you kill a unit, if you have like again the teams I bring against something like that are sustain teams, so that means you're in control of the fight. The revive generally doesn't bring them back from the fight, unless you have no sustain yourself. Don't die. Wow, these things hit so hard. Is that one dead? Let's provoke it just in case, but I'm gonna let it die to the dot. Wow, there's no crit. I have no crit damage on my Spectre. He's hitting for 18k. That didn't die. What the hell? They patched it out. They patched what out? Diana procking? No. Diana still procs like crazy. Or all unicorns do. How's your light unicorn working out, by the way? Have you actually got it to a point where it doesn't die? One minute 20. That's a really fast Necro run. That's really fast. I need better runes on Mav. That may be true. Mav has really shitty runes. Because Mav doesn't get used outside of here. We're gonna wait till we get the heal here. And then we use Wings of Wind. we're not landing any dots here? 42,000 on there. At least five. Oh. Colleen, Fuka, Grego. That sounds like a pretty normal team. What is that? Double, double Lich Kings, Colleen, Lucian. I just gonna focus on this for now. We'll worry about doing damage on there once this thing is dead. You can only really manipulate the attack bar of one. Alright, now we can actually start landing that one move, because it's dotted up all the way. Get the armor break here. And then we can start pushing the attack bar back here. Now that gets healed back up on Bella. Let's keep that up. No, we don't need to, right? Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, crap. I gotta wait till this thing dies on the left. Really? Doesn't push the attack bar. Resisted another one? Holy crap. Violet. We dead. Push the attack bar back. It resisted another one. It resisted 5 straight attack bar reductions. Hua didn't get a single attack bar reduction. It got a double hit on the second one. Didn't get an attack bar reduction. Spectra missed 2 of her backlashes. What the hell is that? Spectra had missed 2 backlashes. Hua attacked twice on that thing. None of the attack bar went back on it at all. And Bella wasn't able to get another turn in right before. That was bullshit. Any one of those things happen, Bella gets to heal off. And we don't die. That's bullshit. Normally, RNG, I live with RNG. That's 5 attack bar reductions that did not go through. 5. Not 1, not 2. 5. 100% activation rates on all of them, too. We did get a violent proc from Spectra to get that in there, but no, that's not right. That's really bad RNG. Normal, there is, the normal RNG where, 1 or 2, that's fine. That happens. 5 is just like, that's like pulling an LD nat 5 kind of luck. And I wasted it on the wrong end there, so maybe after this is done, this is going to be my last run, I think. I have to go pick up my wife after this, so. Spectra's 100%, isn't it? Spectra skill. Oh, 50% chance. Oh, it's only 50% chance. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess it's not too bad then. Spectre's 50% chance. For some reason, I thought it was 100% chance. Hundred percent chance for the speed debuff, not for the attack bar reduction. Yeah, this is my last run though. I do have to go. Win or fail, I gotta go after this one. Oh, I'm sorry about that though. I really thought we should be able to do this. But yeah, like I said, I gotta have a birthday party tomorrow for my daughter, and we have to go shopping for that stuff, so that's kind of important. And that's something where I can't leave my wife waiting around for me for. For some, I've been using Spectre for years now. How much access is while I got? I don't know. Not much, like 30%. However, daughter's turning 2 on Tuesday, but obviously we can't do a party on Tuesday. So we're doing the party this Saturday, which is tomorrow. And because of that, you know, again, have to do that shopping now. I'm sure many of you people, anyone who's been on the stream for a while has seen my daughter. She comes on stream pretty often. You know, whenever she decides to run in here, any of these. So we'll do this one. She comes in, she runs on here. She, you know, she has a lot of fun. But yeah, that takes priority over finishing ToA Hard. Plus, we also have another 28 days for this or something like that. So, you know, it's not like this is a huge rush to do. You know, we want to do it. It's not like I have to get this done today. But I did want to do some more RTA though, but I guess we'll have to do that another time because we won't be able to do that. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow Guild Wars. I'm going to try to. But I have, you know, again, birthday party and then clean up. And I do have some of my guests staying over. So, you know, it is like midnight. So I don't know if we're still going to be up entertaining them or not. But, you know, I don't know how my, you know, obviously if I have to entertain, then I can't. And not, if we're done cleaning up, then I'll be able to stream my Guild Wars tomorrow. But we'll see about that. When did I take the crit rate rune off? I must have I took the crit rate rune off on Spectre just because I probably needed it for someone else. And just do the HP on there, thinking I would put the crit rate back, crit damage rune when I need it. Because I feel so weird that, like, I've always thought my Spectre was speed, crit damage, HP. Maybe it hasn't been. It's been so long. Since we did anything with Spectre. And again, ToA is the only time you use Spectre, so. Oh, crap. Just kill this thing. I think we need to get that heal, right? So it tops off in the next fight. Thank you for the happy birthday for my daughter. She will... Oh, no, she won't notice it. She's 2. But I will make sure that she gets the happy wishes from everyone on the stream. I'm sure the rest of you also wish her the same. I hope at least you guys do. She's 2. You have to say good things to 2-year-olds, right? Don't want armor break coming out. Oh, this is... I don't think we even need to stun here. No summon today? We will see. We need to win here. Spectre is awesome. I have nothing wrong with Spectre. It's just Spectre doesn't, doesn't get high quality runes. Spectre's runes probably don't change for me. Maybe once every 6-7 months I may even look. I'm not even sure if I have grinds on his runes. Because it just works, so you really just don't think about the runes. Right? You just, whatever runes fall on Spectre, you just, once they work for you, you don't really check your tier weight units for runes, do you? I mean, I don't. I just, know they're there for whenever I need them. Damn it. Why am I worried about the Conrads again? Because of that, right? Armor break into... Okay, let's provoke here. There was reasoning for trying to provoke it. So that it doesn't do this skill on them. We don't want the heals going off. That's why we want this one dead. Because that's just extra HP we have to deal with. This is where the armor break is. That's why we focus on the one that has armor break. Provoke it so it doesn't revive. Sure. Is that one dead? I don't think that one's dead yet. Alright, now that one's dead. Just kill this thing here. Let's just make sure this one's dead. Why did I not stun? Provoke. Be good. I don't think we have any skills off cooldown, so there's no reason to win. I mean, we get speed buff. Damage. That's so good, 17k. I mean, like for a unit that's not built for damage, I mean, again, it's on HP build. 17k. That's so much damage for this. So let's put the slow one here first. Dot. Oh, let's just get the speed buff, I guess. Push his attack bar back. Defense break here. So yeah, we gotta wait for defense break to be gone first. Violent. I like Violent Spectre. I mean, other people like Swift, just to get more use out of his base speed makes sense. I just personally feel violents are broken, and basically when you get that violent proc, you know, it makes or breaks a run sometimes. A well-timed violent proc can win you if basically take it. Swift is just more consistent. But I don't know. I'm obviously not trying to get towards I'm not trying to get to 300 speed Spectra, so I personally don't see the point of going. I mean, I could see the point. Yes, Beretta is really good. I understand Beretta is really good. It just, I think Hua is more consistent with the attack bar pushback, since it's every turn, versus Spectra, versus Beretta being on a 3-turn. Plus, Hua does good damage, so I think it's just the consistency there. See, right there, Hua just missed pretty badly. Because this thing is going to get a turn here. Let's push the attack bar back so it doesn't get a turn yet. Because we obviously want Bella to heal first before he gets another turn. So now, yeah, if Bella cycles through back to the heal back up, we are in decent shape. Push attack bar back. Because, yeah, this crystal will still get one more attack bar push forward. And then afterwards, it's going to be dead. My Huaz has low accuracy. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure you're right about it not having high accuracy. It's like 30% or something like that. It's nothing huge. I mean, it's because it's an R5 Hua. Yeah, it's not 45% that you probably need for a ToA hard. Oh, crap. Still has heal block. We gotta wait for defense break, and we need to heal before we get to defense break anyway. So it takes a little bit. But now, I think if this one's moved, when it moves, it should be dead. Let's just pile on all the dots just in case. Alright, now we should be safe. Because now our heals should be able to keep up. Yeah, but Hua is missing it pretty often, it does look like. Yeah, let's top off. Nuke more. I hope this thing is dead, right? I'm sorry, it's just clicking is... Oh, crap, look at the time. I gotta go soon. Alright, that thing is dead. Would I build the Wound Hawk for ToA? Yes, for ToA hard, but it will not work on most boss stages. But for the trash stages, Wound Hawk Spectra, insanely good combination. I use Gildong, but it basically works the same with Wound Hawk. I think most people prefer Woundhawk just because elemental advantage plus. But he's a Nat 3 versus Gildong being a Nat 4, so he's going to have a little bit less base stats. That's why I went with Gildong. I think Gildong also awakens into accuracy, so it makes it even easier to ruin. But both of them work really fine. Let's be greedy. Defense. Oh, okay. Violent Frock. But yeah, they're both really good. So what you run him with is Beretta lead, Woundhawk, Spectra. Oh crap! How did I click wrong there? Not that. If you have a second daughter, so Thrain. If you have that, Thrain is the Dark Grim Reaper. I want to say Grim Reaper. If not, you don't have that. Hemos works, which is the Water Grim Reaper. And he's farmable. Who else is there? Mantora, I guess that's... You know, any of those work. But yeah, you just want extra... And then you run... you can run Bella for backup healing, or you can run Mav. I personally prefer Mav. But if you feel uncomfortable about your team working, then you can definitely run with Bella for heals. But you realistically using that team, you should not need to heal because yeah, you just shouldn't need to heal. Because they just won't be taking turns. Matthew, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to leave right after this. If you want, you can ask me next time I stream. I should probably be streaming Sunday next time. So, like in 48 hours from now, I'll stream again. That's probably the next time you can ask. I really gotta run out. I really gotta be out the door now, but we're so close to finishing this, and we're gonna summon really quickly after this, and then I'm gonna bolt for the door, and hopefully my wife's not already waiting, killing me. But we are so close to this that I just want to finish this. But yeah, I'm sorry, Matthew. I mean, I really don't mind helping you out looking, but it's just not a good day because like I said, I gotta go right now. But we got like 20% left here, and so I can't stop here. Can we violent? There we go. Nice violent. That last one's overkill, but really nice. Didn't need that last violent from him, but... Alright, let's go. We almost got this. It's like 2 more Spectra nukes. Maybe 3. Oh, really? Don't defense break. Ah, greedy. Don't die. Don't die. Okay. Alright, we got this. Right? Hua gets the live fast kill. There we go. Alright, quick summon session and then we gotta go. I don't think I'm gonna buy a premium. Purchase, blah blah blah. Nothing in here. Buy 1 premium pack. Bless RNG is this. Please give me something good. Go. Oh, lightning. Something good? Something good? Ah, Clara. Don't care. Don't even need for skill ups. That kind of sucks. I don't need any more purees. I don't think. Unless I pull a Luna. If I pull a Luna, I would want to skill up a Luna. Luna's the dark one. I don't think the light one. Light one was Hall of Heroes. Light one sucks. Clara and Sophia. I think Sophia's okay. But I don't think enough to really want to build. Two lightning. Two lightning's not bad. But he is bad. Windy is useless. Those are probably like two of the most useless Nat 4s out there. Families aren't even worth skilling up. You see that? That's pretty bad. Back-to-back fake Nat 4s. Ugh. That's not what you want to see. Bulldozer's good. I don't need to say anything about Bulldozer, right? Lightning, lightning. Ah, fuck. Kabilla, Kabilla, Kabilla. I don't even know his name. Alright, come on. Something good, something good. ToA Hard, finally give me something decent. She's decent. I love her, but I have her. Alright, that kind of sucked. But I can't complain. I mean, yeah, no. Alright, guys, I gotta go. If you like what you've been watching, please sub. You know, please just hit the follow button above. You know, that's, you know, it'd help me out a lot. Oh. Alright, guys. But I gotta go. Have a good night, guys, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow or Sunday.